Do you wish your tracks were more expressive and polished? Judicious use of effects processing can give your music both enhanced emotional impact and a more professional sound. NI360 subscriptions come with an array of powerful effects processors that can take your tracks to the next level, and in this video we'll look at 3 ways you can use them to create your best music yet. Raum is a versatile reverb effect that can be used subtly to enhance your mixes, or more obviously for creative purposes. Let's use Raum to enhance a synth sound, adding space and rhythm to transform it into something more involved. Here's a lead line created with Massive X's Rising Sun preset. Let's add Raum to the track to see how it can be enhanced creatively. We'll load the large, dreamy synth preset. This already gives the lead a much more atmospheric feel. Let's experiment with it to see what other results we can get. First, let's try turning up the pre-delay to around 300 milliseconds. By increasing the pre-delay, we change the rhythmic feel of the sound. Now let's add some more feedback. Let's set it to around 40%. This makes the effect more intense. Let's make the effect sound more defined by reducing the size to around 10%. Finally, we'll make the effect a little more subtle by turning down the mix to about 30%. Let's compare the processed and unprocessed versions. The processed version is much more atmospheric and evocative. Transient processors can be extremely powerful tools for altering the dynamic feel of your track. Here we have a drum and bass beat featuring a ride cymbal that gives the project a rolling feel. Let's see how we can change it to a steppier, punchier feel with Transient Master. You can hear how the rides decrease in intensity as the sustain knob is turned down. At the lowest level, the rides are barely audible, and the beat sounds a lot more staccato. If we want the beat to sound yet punchier, we can turn up the attack. Let's add just a little. Let's compare the unprocessed and processed versions. As you can hear, Transient Master gives you the ability to radically transform the feel of your beats, making it much easier to pick the perfect sweet spot between a flowing or snappy feel. Supercharger is a powerful compressor that works great for gluing sonic elements together to get a more cohesive sound. Here's a house beat with 5 elements on separate tracks. Let's use Supercharger GT to glue them together. First we add them to a group and add the Supercharger GT effect. We'll use the drum bus preset as a starting point. The effect is very strong, so let's dial in some of the dry unprocessed signal with the mix knob. Let's get a slightly rougher feel by turning up the saturation to around 7. Our beat now has a more squashed analog flavour that still retains punchiness. Let's compare the unprocessed and processed versions. Supercharger GT can give your tracks a warm, analog feel, helping your beats sound bigger and fuller. In this video, we've seen how you can use Raum reverb to make your tracks more atmospheric, Transient Master to give you fine control over your dynamics, and Supercharger GT to give you a lush analog feel. As you've heard, using effects can give your tracks a better sound and enhance their emotional impact. All these effects and many more are part of the NI360 subscription, so check it out today.